The Ugly Duckling. One sunny spring day, when the countryside was covered in blossom, a duck was sitting on her nest on the bank of a river. She was getting fed up of waiting for her eggs to hatch. At last, the shells began to crack, one after another. Beep, beep, chirped the little ducklings. Quack, quack, said Mother Duck. Oh dear, there's one egg left, Mother Duck sighed. She settled back down on the nest to wait. A few days later, the big egg did at last crack. Out tumbled a very different-looking duckling. Beep! Mother Duck was very surprised. The last duckling was big and gray and rather ugly. Never mind, I shall treat him just the same as the rest. The next day, Mother Duck led her family into the river for a swim. One by one, the ducklings followed their mom. Splish, splash, splosh! Their legs started paddling away. Even the big, ugly gray one was swimming smoothly. Quack, quack! Follow me! Mother Duck called. Mother Duck hopped out of the river into the duckyard. When the other ducks saw the big gray duckling, they hissed, "What is that ugly-looking thing? We don't want him around here." Mother Duck tried to protect her strange little one, but everyone said he didn't belong in the duckyard. Every day, the ugly duckling was pushed about and made fun of by all the other ducks. Even his brothers and sisters began to be nasty to him. So he ran away. One day, he just sprang up into the air and dropped over the fence. The ugly duckling ran until he reached a marsh. The white ducks there all agreed that he was terribly ugly, but they said he could stay as long as you keep your distance. He spent his days swimming on the marsh and diving down in it for food. No one spoke to him. No one cared about him. He was very lonely. Weeks went by. One evening, a flock of birds appeared. They were dazzling white, with long, graceful necks. The duckling crouched among the reeds and watched. He had never seen birds so beautiful. They soared up into the sky. As the duckling watched them go, he longed to be with them. Winter arrived, and the marsh became so icy that the duckling nearly froze. He kept himself going with the thought of seeing those magnificent birds again. Brrr. Then one day, the warm sun of springtime shone. Before the ugly duckling quite knew what was happening, he found himself flapping his wings and taking to the air. After a while, he landed in a river that wound through a beautiful garden. 3 graceful birds were swimming towards him. The ugly duckling bowed his head, waiting for the birds to peck at him and call him names. But what did he see as he looked down at the water? His reflection no longer showed an ugly gray bird. He was dazzling white with a long, graceful neck, just like theirs. "Hello, you're one of us," they greeted him warmly. Then 2 children came into the garden. "Look, there's a beautiful new swan." The young swan held his head high. He had never dreamed that he would be this happy back when he was an ugly duckling. The end.